NHL Special Edition. I am your host, Doc Torrey, with my special co-host, Sir Mike, 88 Burns 88, and of course, your boy Kane. Gentlemen, welcome to the show, boys. Thank you for taking your time out and saying
how's it going?
Boys, why have you on tonight is we're going to go over three big issues. One is going to be what teams are mathematically still in the hunt for the playoffs. The trade deadline has gone. What are the biggest trades you've seen that you want to comment on? We're going to talk about Pandora's Box as usual. Also, the East Coast Radio Show. We got the two hosts right here, Sir Mike and 88 Burns 88. I just let the cat out of the bag early, but we're going to talk about that segment either also. And then we're going to wrap it up with the summer tournament. So once again, gentlemen, thank you for coming on the show, boys.
Yeah, no problem.
So who wants to start off with the teams that have the mathematical chance of staying in the playoffs?
I'll start it off.
All right, thank you, Mike.
Nice.
Obviously you got Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is up there in the Atlantic. We'll start with the Atlantic. You got Tampa Bay, you got Ottawa, and Detroit. I don't see any other team coming out of the Atlantic. Sorry, Boston. You tried to make a push. You're a little too late. I don't see them catching up. 10 points out. I mean, it's possible. It's possible, but not probable. So that being said, the Metropolitan. I mean, you got Columbus and Carolina fighting it up for the top spot there. 2 point difference between them. New York Islanders look to be pretty secure in that third spot. I don't see Philly catching up to them. New York would have to lose out pretty much. But that being said, with the wild card, you've got Philly and New Jersey. The only team that mathematically has a chance to catch up in the wild card is Boston. But with New Jersey, getting stronger in the trade deadline, I don't see that happening.
Burnsy, what do you think about the Atlantic? What do you think? Think Sir Mike's onto something or what?
Yeah, Boston is out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? You think Mike's on so far with the Metro and the Atlantic?
Yep.
Okay. Kane, how about you, man? Tell me, what do you got?
I mean, Florida mathematically, I guess, is still in it. They got a couple games that aren't entered compared to their counterparts, but they're 18 points back, 2 games enter maybe. I don't know. They're not going to make it. Boston's a long shot, like we've been saying all season. 3 from Atlantic, 5 from Metro. By far the toughest division in the league, in my opinion.
I've been saying that also. Metro, I like to try to represent the West boys, but the Metro is pretty tough. Go ahead, Mike. I didn't mean to cut you off, man. What's up?
I mean, it sucks. Boston was coming out strong for the last couple weeks, and I saw them getting better and better, but it's just too little, too late, man.
Yeah.
And I said in the East Coast show, it's no coincidence that they go and get Darso, and then they start clicking as a team.
I know.
Maybe season 6, they can get that core back together and make a run a little sooner. Who knows?
Okay.
They found what works, so hopefully they can try it again in season 6.
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard good things about their management in Boston, man. My Mercy's on there, good guy, and he said they were clicking really well. That's a shame, man. So hopefully, you never know, man. Things could happen. The EA gods are cruel and vicious sometimes. So, who's up? Who wants to take on the West?
I'll let Dave take on the West.
Oh, backing the bus up. Go ahead, man. What do you got?
Winnipeg, Minnesota, and St. Louis in the Central. Yes, you heard that right. Minnesota. I'm on the bandwagon. They're going.
Yeah.
Los Angeles, Vancouver, and Anaheim in the Pacific. Right now, both wild cards currently sit in the Central Division with Nashville and Dallas. That's certainly not set. Dallas has a few more some of the other wild card contenders. I like Dallas. I think they're a good team. I think they made a couple good trade deadline.
Ooh, no, Mike shake head. We'll get to you, Mike. Mike's shaking his head. This is going to be good.
Like Dallas.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. It's just your time.
If games were to close out right now, if the season were to end right now, Dallas is out, Calgary's in.
Yep, hold on. That's what I was getting at. They have more games in. Calgary, I guess Calgary sits ahead of them without the games in. I still believe in Dallas. They made a couple good moves that line. Calgary, they're in it. I mean, it'd be a great story if they were, because they started off really shitty. Phoenix and Chicago technically still have a chance, but no, they're not going to make it. It's between Dallas, San Jose, and Calgary. San Jose has the least games in out of any, so hopefully they can get some points back there. But I like Dallas for that last wild card spot. I think everything else is pretty much set in stone.
Burns, what do you think, bud? You're up.
Yeah, pretty much. If we can get some more points in there, you know what I mean, get some of our games back, be ahead of the Ducks and the Flames.
Oh, you're saying so San Jose? So you're talking about your team then?
I mean,
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
All right, I thought he was talking.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about what Kane just said about Calgary.
No, Calgary's trash. I'm sorry.
I knew you
They're
were
not
going to say
that
it.
great.
I knew it
They're
was
not
coming.
that great.
I knew it was coming. Okay.
I'm
All right,
sorry
Mike.
to do this to you, Burnsy, but San Jose's out.
Wow.
You've got 66 games in. Calgary has 67 games in. Only one game, and you're 6 points back. Calgary would have to lose out, and you'd have to win out. It's just the way it goes. I think we can all agree that the winners of those divisions are the winners of those divisions. It's going to be Winnipeg, Minnesota, and St. Louis.
Yep.
It's going to be Los Angeles, Vancouver, and Anaheim. It's the wild card that is a tight fight there, and I think it's the best fight in the IOHL right now is going to be those last 2 wild card spots. I mean, I think we can all agree that Nashville is, and unless they tank in this last week, Nashville's going to take one of those wild card spots. It's going to be a fight between Calgary and Dallas right now. It's going to be a great fight.
What do you think?
I'm going to have to go ahead and disagree with Pandora and say that the Calgary is going to win out over Dallas.
Ooh. Calgary just put one of their best.
I disagree with that. I say Dallas finishes ahead of Calgary.
Ooh.
Wins out, and Calgary doesn't win out anything.
You know what? I'm going with Calgary too. I'm going with Calgary.
Calgary has 3 more wins than Dallas. 3 more wins.
I usually stay out of it. I let you boys do all the analysts. That's why that's why you're on the show, because you guys, But I'm gonna go with Calgary. But all right, fair enough.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Everyone knows about the filthy trade with Dallas, but one trade they made that I don't think too many people know about was, they gave away Swizzy, but they got Barry Pucks in return. Barry Pucks was my owner in my rookie season in season 2. He's a great player. He's a guy that not many people that are new to the league are going to know about, but he's going to make a definite impact on the team. And I don't know if Calgary has made that kind of move to keep up.
Okay, that's a fair
they
assessment.
just put Slow Decay on waivers. Slow Decay was a great defenseman for us last year. We called him up. I don't know.
Well, it's going to be good. Like Mike said, I can't wait to see it myself. This week is going to be so, oh boy.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
All right, gentlemen. So, trade deadline has come and passed. So, talk to me. Biggest trades went to where and to whom, and who wants to start?
If we're gonna be talking about this, we also have to talk about waivers.
Okay.
Columbus. I know you guys get on our shit about the East Coast talking about Columbus. Columbus goes and loses Angry Pirate. I think they got probably one of the best deals they could have by picking up Lee Ghostman in waiver. Yeah, he's not an offensive weapon like Pirate is, but he's more of a defensive defenseman than Pirate. You look at Columbus getting a little bit more defensive, which add it to their stellar offense, and they're a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs, and everybody knows that.
And real quick on Columbus, I think they got stronger by losing them. And I don't, I'm not, and I hate to say it, but that's let that be out there, right? I'll just move on from there. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
All right, and I hate to toot my own horn, but Tampa Bay Lightning went up and made the trade for me.
Okay.
And they gave up a decent center for me, but They solidified their defense. Any team that can say that I am on the second line defense is a damn good fucking team.
Yep.
Not to toot my own horn, but I'm a damn good defenseman.
Right.
You know, put me on just about any other team,
right.
And I say just about because there are some teams out there that I would be second line as well. But put me on just about any other team, and I'm first line defense, and I'm showing up for 6 games a week.
Right.
I'm playing 4 games a week in Tampa.
Right. That's good.
So, I mean,
hey, you know what? That's actually kind of, you know, you don't get that many game time, but that's actually good because now you can fight for the top position, right? All right, give me a chance to fight me, all right? So that's really cool, though, man. I'm glad you like the competition.
And not only that, you know, we gave away a center. Then they go out and pick up Diesel off the waivers.
Yeah.
He's a damn good player, and he's, you know, he's going to fill in at other positions besides center too. That motherfucker can play anything, and he can play anything well.
Yeah.
You know, he's a jack of all trades, master of none, but he can still put up points.
All right, I'm done with the diabetic love fest we just gave him. I feel like I got diabetes now.
I know,
so
right?
syrupy.
I want to talk about one. Give me one more. All right, because I'm going to talk about Detroit and Dallas. Filthy for Big Crank.
Yep.
Both great defensemen. I don't know who wins out in this. To be honest with you, I mean, Burns would be able to help you out a little bit more. He's played with Big Crank.
Okay. All right.
But I mean, they both of them are great defensemen, and I don't know who this helps out more. But
hold on. So then, hold on, Mike. Then what about Kane? What do you think then? Who do you think got the better deal out of the trade then?
I don't know if I can really say.
Okay.
I haven't played with Big Crank much at all, if at all. I don't think I have. We were the original team that had Filthy, though, and he was my D partner. He is a great D man. He's offensive, but he can play back when he needs to. It was never about his play style. Why we got rid of him, it was his attitude. If Dallas can keep his attitude in check, then by all means, he's a great player. Okay. And I don't know much about Big Crank, but
all right. Burn next trade.
Yeah, Big Crank is a solid defensive defenseman. You know what I mean? He'll stay back. He'll get those loose pucks. You know what I mean? I'll say this: Detroit got the better trade.
I mean, we got to talk about Swizzy.
Okay,
going to New Jersey. I mean, Swizzy's a great player. There's no denying that. I don't know the guy that they got in return. I mean, you know, Dave, I'm sure you could give us a little bit more insight on him. But yeah, Swizzy's a great player, and he has chemistry with the guys there in New Jersey, and that's the biggest thing is chemistry. You know, you've played together with these guys, you're going to do a little bit better than you would normally do.
Pam, what do you think about that? You know what the trade was for who did they swap?
I'm going to be honest. I think Dallas won this trade.
Do you? Okay.
Oh boy. Here's why. I think Barry Pucks was my owner when I came into the IOHL. Like I said, he's a great player. Not that Swizzy isn't, but Barry Pucks brings another dimension to the game. I mean, he can score or he can pass. He's a complete forward, and he can win faceoffs. So I think he's a complete forward that they were lacking. Not that Swizzy isn't, because I'm really high on Barry Pucks.
Okay. All right.
A lot of love for Dallas, huh?
Yeah. Dallas?
Yeah. I'll say this. Swizzy is overrated. Swizzy is overrated. I played against Swizzy. He's not that special.
Okay, it's on the record. Go ahead, Mike. Next. Who are we moving on to, sir?
Black's not liking me right now.
Please, Mike, just go ahead, man. Any name, please. Just shoot it out.
Go ahead.
Just shout out a name. All right. Why don't we put Burns on the waivers here?
Let's put me on the waivers. Let's not.
What about Captain Clutch, boys? What about the Captain Clutch trade? Can we talk about?
Oh, Nicky C to LA. Yeah. No, that was solid.
I think it was a solid trade all around.
Yeah.
I mean, Nicky C. I heard that he wasn't doing as well this season. Maybe they just haven't found the right line for him.
Okay.
But Nicky C. last season was one of the top scorers in Washington. You know, between him and Rav and Squib. I mean, they were a great line. You know, Washington was tough last season, and that's pretty much the new Columbus Blue Jackets. You know.
A good one. I played with Nikki in Clutch just recently. We went 3-0 together, so they're doing well in LA. So I'm glad it's working out for us. What do you think, there, Kane? You think that we're off on that, or what was the final deal in that trade? Who went? They went to LA, so who went the other way?
Michael D went to Ottawa.
Right. Okay.
Now, Michael D, for those of you who are not so new to the league, you know all about Michael D. You know everything that's happened with him. And quite honestly, I don't think he's that good of a player. He's definitely a good player, but I think if you keep a defenseman back, keep him from cherry picking, I don't think he's going to do much to you.
That's it. Hey, that's it. Hey, that's it. You know what? That could be an exact statement. I heard that before in other people. I don't want to spread any rumors, but that's what I've been hearing.
Oh, he doesn't even cross his own blue line, let's be honest.
Yeah. Michael D couldn't even get past me. I made him look stupid.
Oh, okay. Mike, I'm passing that hot potato off to you, sir. You're next.
Michael D was a damn good player in season 3. Got blacklisted in season 3, but he was the top of the scoring board then. Maybe it's the fact that Iohl has gotten better players that he's being outshined now, but that doesn't make him a bad player. I think in the right setting he can do some damage.
Okay. All right. Two sides of the coin. I like it, dudes. I like it.
I would like to talk about one.
Please.
KSC 11 for Colts 37. Now, this is one that involves Bernsey here.
Yeah.
I like Bernsey picking up Colts.
Yeah.
I play with Colts in another league. Not going to name any other leagues here, but he's a damn good player, damn good defenseman. I think that's a great pickup, especially if you do make the playoffs.
Uh-oh. I wish I had a buzzer for Mike,
God.
because he was going to...
Here we go. Here's Mike.
That's a big if,
dude.
man.
All right,
That's a big if.
Mike,
It is a big if, but it definitely helps, in my opinion. I think you definitely won that trade.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you're going to talk about that, if we're going to talk about San Jose, then we also got to talk about the AS Rump Ranger trade. Now, AS Rump Ranger traded from Edmonton to San Jose for Stinky Pete. I played with Stinky Pete. I think he's a damn good center, and I believe that the trade originally was
for the same player.
Stinky Pete for AS Rump Ranger the opposite way. Apparently you didn't
Stinky
see
Pete,
something that you liked in Stinky Pete, but
Stinky Pete just didn't click with our team. That's all it was.
Okay. All right. Well, okay, fair enough.
Nothing against the player. He was a great player for us, but Rump Ranger could score, win face-offs, play defensively. You know what I mean? That's what I needed in a center, and that's what Rump Ranger brings to my team.
My question is, why get rid of him in the first place?
Well, I went off of opinion by Mike, so I traded Rump Ranger away. I just thought maybe Stinky Pete might do the same type of offense. You know what I mean? Get those dirty goals. He just couldn't get them for me. Rump Ranger does that.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe he just didn't click with that line.
That's it. Okay, fair enough.
Stinky Pete. I played with Stinky Pete in the AHL last season. I played with Stinky Pete, a little bit in Edmonton this season, and we called him the trash man. That motherfucker would sit in front of that goal and pick up everything that jumped his way and put it in net. He also wins faceoffs, man. He's a damn good player in my opinion, and I think what Burns was hoping for was that he would click immediately for the team and be worth a lot less. I mean, his salary was only $1 million. Take up a little less cap. Didn't work out.
Okay. All right. Are we missing anything else on trades, boys? Are we missing anything?
I mean, yeah, there's a million trades out there. We can talk about every
I just
one.
top of your heads if you didn't know. I kind of put you on the spot there, but those are actually some good picks. Go ahead. What do you got, Dave?
Tory Maximus to LA.
I'm the baddest man alive.
Let me hear
LA's
it.
going
We already
down.
know who won that trade. The other team.
Hold up.
Who traded it?
I know you want to get in line, so
Won that trade.
I'll let I'm going to let Kane go first, then Burnsy, then Mike can wrap it up. So go ahead, Dave. You're first. Go ahead. Let me hear it.
Nashville won that trade. Let me tell you. Doc Torrey can't break out to save his own dick. That was the issue in Detroit there.
Yep.
That's why he got waived.
Okay. We can move on. Burnsy, you're next.
I have the same thing to say, man. You couldn't make a breakout to save your life.
Oh,
Even when I played with you, I tried to help you out, man. You know, you just couldn't make the quick passes. You couldn't put your stick out there to make the pass. This is turnover city hurting me.
All right, Mike, go for the coup d'etat, Mike. Just make it quick, please. Please, make it quick.
We're gonna drag this out a little bit. Look,
Yes.
you got traded to a number 1 team out there in the West, and it's no coincidence that once you get traded, Nashville's finally making a run for the playoffs. Nashville might end up seeing LA in the first round if LA can't turn shit around after the fire sale that they had.
Redemption tour, Mike. That's what I'm calling it right now, buddy.
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm going Nashville in 5. If that series happens.
Okay.
Nashville in 5, and that's only because Doc Torrey won't be playing one of those games.
Yes.
Saying what, they're going to play him 4 out of the first 5? That's against the rules, Mike.
Nah, no, it's not. If you read the rules.
I know it's gonna be. I know you know what's gonna be hard to believe, but I am the second line D. I know it's gonna be hard for you to believe that, guys. I know it's gonna
Wow.
be hard.
Second line used to be like the 3rd or 4th line.
No, I'm the Simboni driver, dude. I'm the Simboni driver.
And
Hashtag
left bench.
Left bench water boy.
All right, boys.
This time around, you better watch your mouth. This time around, you gon' hang the bang. This time around, you better do your thing. Cause I'm the best that ever done it, the best that lived it. I ain't no overnight success, that made it like I was born with it. The Prada mama, the Dolce & Gabbana.